It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon at Gamer Sanctuary. Adam and I are going to do something a little different today. We've been trying to squeeze this in for a long time now, and I know he and his buddy Joe have been doing it on their own, but he's going to run me through the new N3 rules for Infinity. I'm super excited. So we'll take a look at the armies we're bringing and the table in just a second. Here is my 300-point Tohaa force. First thing you're going to notice is that I have one model unpainted. That's because in the last version of Infinity, everything I had here came out to exactly 300 points, with some tweaks to the war gear, making a guy forward observer and things like that. However, with the new N3 rules, the point costs are seriously reduced. So I actually had enough points to add in an entirely new model to my 300-point army, so which means I had to paint something. And I wasn't quite ready for that because the only thing I had painted was my 300-point force. So let's take a look real quick at what I have. I have my Ektros is proxying for Nima Sitar because she is so awesome. I have the bioengineer with 2 servants. I have a Gao Real with a sniper rifle. I have 2 of the Camille light infantry. I have a Clipsos infiltrator with a combi rifle. 2 McCall troops with heavy flamers. The Gorgos and his little buddy. I have 1 Chaksa with the guided rocket launcher, and then all by himself in his own battle group is a Chaksa with a heavy machine gun. The reason he's by himself is because he has neurosynetics. During his activation, in my turn, can't do much. So having only 1 action for him is fine. He shines in my opponent's turn on reaction orders. So anyway, there's 300 points worth of Tohaa. I'm going to let Adam tell you what his Aleph have. So other than Penny, I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Well, I've got 2 groups.
Okay.
The first group, I've got Pulse Humans as a Proxy 1 Doctor and a multi-sniper rifle. Penthesilea. Penthesilea.
She's sure. Greek.
Penny. Nasera with a Spitfire. A Naga Hacker. A Deva with a Deva Bot. 2 Net Rods. A Dakini Tac Bot. This one's always worded weird. I'll get back to him. That's a Zion Rebot.
That's
another Net Rod. This is the second group.
Yeah, that's the heavy machine gun,
and
right?
And the Garuda attack bot. Yeah, he's a total reaction guy. This guy has a repeater and set lock, and I think it's a Daleth.
Okay.
And that's it. And then I have a HVT. We'll need an HVT model for the scenario.
Okay, sounds good. All right, the new rulebook has a ton of new scenarios as well, so we're actually going to play Scenario 3, Supremacy. The focus of the game is to be controlling these 4 sections in the middle, these quadrants, and there are also hackable consoles in each which come into play, so we get points for hacking the consoles and for controlling each segment. Speaking of quadrants and segments, let's take a look at the board. Got the awesome map from Frontline Gaming, of course. All the store's cool Infinity terrain that I painted up last month. We're actually using it for Infinity today, and a lot of these things are other things that we've kind of repurposed. We love recycled terrain, so we've got some, I think this was a giant formula canister, Pringles cans, and all kinds of stuff. Tons of scatter terrain. Like, when you play Infinity, you need lots and lots and lots of terrain. I think the more terrain, the better the game. So here we are. We're going to have the quadrants in the middle. I'm actually going to be setting up first over there. I won the roll-off, so I decided to take the initiative, and I'm going to go first. So Adam gave me that side of the board, and he's going to make me set up first, and he'll be over here. So we'll come back after deployment and go into turn 1 shortly after that. All right, here we have a shot of the table after deployment. I've got 1 fire team in here in this building, and they're going to be running into this part to try to secure this objective and maybe push their way towards Adam's zone. We have nice clear lines of fire all the way down the tunnels on both ends. So you can see down there, that's pretty cool. I have my Gorgos in the middle, kind of protecting my, what's that, high-value target? That's the chicken. Apparently that's having high-value targets is a thing in N3, so I'm going to have to get a high-value target model. I'll show you Adam's in a second, because I think it's super nostalgic and cool. I have my other triad right here. There's 5 guys in the triad because the 2 are the servants from the bioengineer, and my neurosynetic heavy machine gunners right there getting ready to cover this part of the board. And I have my rocket launcher back here, ready to drop some indirect fire. Excuse me, I have 2 forward observers also. I do have 1 guy in TO camo. I know you're not supposed to say that, but we're kind of still going over the rules. My 1 TO camo guy is deployed on a table edge, and Adam kind of knows it because I failed my roll. Anyway, Penny's right here. There's a camo marker there.
There's a Deva there. Deva bot facing that way.
Yep.
The facing is important in this game.
Yep.
That's my active proxy Doctor The Asura, Zion, net rods, the Daleth, and a Dakini.
Okay. And the net rods all kind of scattered. One of the things we really are confused
there's
about.
One in there.
Yeah, there's one that landed way over here in the corner. One of the things that we're not so much confused, but kind of perplexed about is why the scattering for like especially AD is automatic 16 inches. It's just kind of weird.
Apparently, people did not like to do math. In the
yeah, people didn't like to do math, so they just made it unrealistic.
Well, now they fixed it, but now it seems very too easy.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Adam's high value target right there. It's an old Shadowrun model. I'm a huge Shadowrun fan, have been one for over 20 years, so I'm trying to get these guys into doing a Shadowrun campaign sometime in the future. That might be a lot of fun, guys. Anyway, I have the first turn. I'm going to go first. Adam used one of his command tokens to remove 2 of my orders from my pool, so I only have 8 in my first pool and then 1 in the second. Top of turn 1, I advanced my first fire team into this building here. This has got my my bioengineer with her 2 servants, one of the McCalls, and my Gal Royale. As you can see, the Gal Royale is down. He did run around the corner, snipe the doctor away from the crates over there, and then tried to snipe at, what is that one? That's your...
Asura.
Asura?
Yeah.
And I completely whiffed. She took 1 hit off him, and then the total reaction bot, which I completely forgot about sitting right there, dropped the other. So he's down, but he's not out. He can be healed. And I have 3 things that can heal him right here. I did hack that console with my servants. Over here, I just moved the Neurosynetic Choxa here to cover that hallway. And down here, Nima Sitar and her Triad came running up, hacked that console. So I got 2 points for hacking the consoles. And then she advanced a little further up and blew up that net rod to take one of Adam's orders away. I'm going to move now into bottom of turn 2.
Bottom of 1.
Bottom of 1. Thank you. Bottom of turn 1, most of Adam's action happened over here on this side. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot left in here. My doctor has kept dodging her way back down the hallway just because everything charged up. The Naga and Penny both came up here, and actually one of his bots first came around and tried to flamethrower everything. We had a nice flamethrower ARO going back and forth with my McCall. Needless to say, the McCall is dead, the Gal Royale is dead. I have 1 Shoxa servant down, the other one is out. The doctor is running away. He failed to hack that objective, though. He did lose that bot right there. He had a bot combat jump right down here where I couldn't see it, and then he ran around the corner boarding shotgun and dropped both my Choxa right here, the Auxiliar and the one with the Neurosynetic HMG. They're both down but not out, so I can still try to bring them back. But the Gorgos dropped him with an ARO from his Spitfire. Over here, he revealed his sniper right off in the back and took a shot at Nima. Excuse me. She ARO dodged, and I forgot to actually move her. Never mind. Yep. Oh no, it was a face-to-face roll, and then you actually won, but I made my armor roll. So she's okay. And then I threw, because my McCall troop could also see I dropped a 0V smoke right here to block anything else he had over here. So that's it. The first turn, yep, we're going to pick that up. This is the end of the first turn, so we get to calculate how many points we have for controlling quadrants. I have this quadrant right here with my Triad. Adam has that quadrant right there. My doctor is on the wrong side of the hallway. If she was over here, I'd actually have a model in this quadrant, and I could control it too. So I have 1 point for that one. He has 1 point for that one. So we each get a point. And then I have 2 from the hacking last turn, so I'm up 3-1. Top of turn 2, I decided to actually start playing the mission for a change instead of trying to kill Adam's stuff. So I revealed my infiltrator with her order, and she just moved from here. She was stuck back here because I failed my roll for her infiltration. So she just ran up and took cover behind these boxes. So she's actually in this quarter to hold on to this quarter. I do have a light trooper back here too, but I think she might be out. Meanwhile, my Triad right here, I started with the McCall. He threw a grenade over here to block that line of sight, so Adam tried to snipe him, but he failed and I succeeded, so I got my 0V smoke right there. That did break the Triad, so I used a command token to reform it, and then Nima and the Triad came running around the corner, and I'm going to try to get the view just so you can see what it looked like all the way down here. Can't get it in there. There you go. A long straight shot all the way down here to where Adam's finger was right there. That's where Penthesalia and the Naga were hiding behind that objective. Nima shot her light rocket launcher all the way down the hallway. Boom, boom. They both hit. Neither one could arrow because they were both facing the wrong way. The Naga died almost instantly to the rockets. Penny took 2 wounds from Flame before she finally made an armor save and survived. So she's at 0, no wounding cap. Yeah, and then I used another order to move that squad again down the hallway a little bit more, kind of breaking them up into the edge of the wall so they can get some cover. And then Nima combi rifled at Penny to death. So that zone is kind of cleared out for me, which is nice. Then my Gorgos took off. Spent 3 orders to get himself way over here so he can control that zone, along with my doctor. She kind of came out of hiding to try to maybe rescue her little servant dude over there. These guys down here are still down, and that's it. That's all I had. So I'm controlling a lot more of the board now than I was last turn, and Adam's down in a couple really expensive models. So we're going to move into bottom of 2. All right, bottom of turn 2, Adam's doing the same thing I was, trying to get some points in some zones. He moved up his Deva to come around here, so she's just in the zone here. I have nothing in this zone that can contest her, so he grabbed that one for her. Back here, he moved his total reaction bot right here into the building. But the reason he didn't come any closer with anybody else is because this bot up here, who climbed up the building, ran over, tried to hack the console, and then forward observed my high-value target, did get that, so I got a point for that. Every time he made an action with him, I ARO'd with my McCall, who is down here. He's in his zone of control, and I just kept just chucking smoke grenades. So there's a smoke grenade here, here, and here, so that entire hallway is 0V smoked. That's why he really couldn't do anything to me down here. That's it. Everything else kind of just shuffled forward. Turns out, though, I have more points in this quadrant than he does. I'm holding that quadrant with my Calypsos infiltrator, excuse me, and my Gorgos is holding this quadrant. So I actually have 3 quadrants to Adam's 1, so I get another 2 points. It puts me up 5 points to Adam's 2. And I don't think anything went down this turn, did it?
No.
No, Adam was going for the objective this turn. Which, again, this is one of the cool things about Infinity. I don't even think he took a shot at me this entire turn.
No, you put them in smoke.
Yeah, I was dropping smoke everywhere, but
I got a lot of positioning.
Yeah, exactly. You can spend a whole turn positioning and going for objectives. He missed all his hacking rolls though, which was really not very good.
No.
And it took him a couple turns to actually get there too. So he had to use a lot of orders to get that 1 point. Moving into the last turn, top of turn 3. Top of turn 3, I tried to do something tricky. First I tried to take out that tac bot with Nima and failed. She shot and then was running this way. They critted each other, that's right. So they actually canceled each other's crits out. I did manage to get here, and I kind of got stuck deciding what to do, so I'll come back here. My Gorgos, though, climbed up in the building and was trying to shoot at his Asura. I didn't realize how tough she is. She's basically like a little miniature tag.
Yep.
So her armor and cover was nuts. So I'm down to 1 wound, actually, with my Gorgos, which is not cool. Anyway, so we're just kind of repositioned to be able to hold on to some zones here. My Doc came out here and hacked that console for another victory point, giving me 6. So what I decided to do here, though, was I wanted to break my fire team to throw the McCall, or to have the McCall throw a grenade right into the middle of the hallway so I could run across here, and then I was going to try to throw some more grenades out here to get my Doc here to grab my secret objective, but everything kept missing, so it wasn't going to work. So that's why I spent the orders the way I did. I did run the McCall out here, and he double tapped his heavy flamer because he was the team leader on the total reaction drone. He got dropped in return, but he's just down because I still have my Doc, and the drone is out. So at the moment, I'm winning 6-2. Adam's got to try to come back. Here we are at the bottom of turn 3. Adam's Asura. Look at that stack of orders that she used. Most of it was trying to take out Nima Sitar and take out the tag too. That's right. She did take out the tag.
The pilot that popped out.
Yeah, and the pilot that jumped out. She kept shooting it. So the active symbiote armor was killed, and then the guy without the armor killed him too. So just if you want to nitpick about pilots ejecting, the active symbiote armor from the Gorgos was killed.
Unfortunately, I screwed up. I should have killed your tag before you killed my...
Yeah, that's something we didn't. He wasn't paying attention to.
I needed this guy to hack that other terminal.
Yeah, his bot right here hacked the terminal, and then I flammenspeared it with my my Gorgos first. That's the first thing he did.
I could have hacked and got in that other zone.
Yeah. So anyway, the net result, he did hack that terminal. His Deva came around here and hacked this terminal. Nema is down to her just inactive state, and her symbiote armor right in there. She is otherwise okay. So I'm still holding this table quarter right here. Yep. I'm holding that one with my Calypsos, and that one back here with my Doctor. So I'm holding 3 quarters. Adam's got all his points basically in this quarter right here. So I get another 2 points to give me 8. Adam hacked 2 more terminals to give him 2 more. So it's 8-4 is the final score. So far, N3 has got a lot of subtly different rules, but a lot of them are real nice. A lot of the ways you can manipulate your force pretty much. I think, especially with like orders tokens, or not the orders tokens, command tokens, and things like that. The thing I still really don't care for is the automatic 16-inch scatter. I just think that's a little goofy. They don't want players to do math.
We could house rule that.
Yeah, they don't want players to do math, so they make it so that it's just ridiculous. I do like when grenades miss, though, that they just don't fire. That kind of makes sense in some way. I would still like to see a better scatter mechanic. And that's it. We're going to be playing a lot more Infinity, hopefully, because this terrain has really gotten us happy. Adam has a set of this stuff at home he's going to be painting up, too.
I got to get my stuff.
Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.